Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
For a fourth-round selection, Dak Prescott looked as comfortable as a rookie quarterback could look right from game one. And by the end of the year, accumulated a lot of statistics, but the biggest one, 13 wins, which tied him with Ben Roethlisberger for the most as a rookie starting quarterback.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And it's second down. Cowboys offensively, here are the starters. Big storyline certainly at running back. You lose Zeke Elliott for 6 games, Charles. They're hoping Darren McFadden, Alfred Morris can lessen the sting of that loss.
They believe that they can. That great offensive line. Running backs who have had 1,000-yard seasons in the past, they've been elite runners before. They think they can do it again. But how about the emergence of Rod Smith? Seemingly out of nowhere, the #2 rusher in the NFL in the preseason so far. He could very well make his mark, too.
On second down, Prescott again. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. A second down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now the 7th-year man Chris Jones on to kick. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And tough starting field position here. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Wentz now giving to Blount on the draw. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, guys, and welcome everyone to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the scoreless first half of play. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. All right, let's roll those highlights. Cowboys now later on the drive. Prescott gonna connect here with big number 88, Dez Bryant. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. Eagles on offense midway through the second. Aguilar has got nobody around him on the catch, and he ends up at their own 21-yard line before he stopped on the play. Sticking with the same drive. Ertz is wide open here on the catch, and he ends up at their own 31-yard line before he stopped on the play. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Gott.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Stephen Paya in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything, nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. They go play action here on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. The offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Elliott. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Now Elliott. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now, looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
3rd and goal, McFadden. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
And now this becomes a question of, can they make this stand up? The defense has been impeccable thus far, and now they need to go out and finish strong.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Wentz to his new target, Smith, for an Eagle first down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
So now 1st and 15. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Carry now for Elliott. And now running right through it. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. first and goal here from the 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now on first down. Pass pass incomplete. Wentz will try again on second down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Now Wentz on third down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Fourth down, and they're going to go for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their jobs in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.